It's July 1st, 2024, and I'm doing my larger test loop around Santa Clarita on FSD Supervised 12.4.2. Braking for the puppies and dog here, and the owner. Very courteous. Now it should go. I'm going to give it a tap because it's waiting way too long.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Plum Canyon Road. Now turn left onto Plum Canyon Road.
Okay, looks like it's quiet here. There's no cars from the left. It's got to creep forward a little more to see future traffic. Okay, so it's got to wait here. Okay, now I've got a car coming from the left. It shouldn't move. Its nose is not too far forward yet. Okay, so after this car passes, I've got a bunch more traffic coming from the right. And there is not enough room in the middle to sit, so it has to wait. Still no traffic coming. Oh, it's kind of pushing this. Okay, it didn't really cut someone off, but it did force him to move to the right. But it is accelerating and pulling in front of him. It is doing it safely. Interesting. So it had enough room, and it didn't drag its acceleration to be an obstruction, so it did good there.
Now turn right onto Golden Valley Road.
Nice entry into the right turn lane. Holding on the steering wheel and putting torque pressure on it, I forgot again. That's an old habit. So on the last test loop for my Home Depot run, it waited to the very last second to get out of this right lane. So I'm hoping it makes the decision to get over sooner this time. This is where I'd move over to the left if I was driving manually.
In 1 mile, turn left onto New Hall Ranch Road. onto New Hall Ranch Road.
Okay, didn't quite make that lane. It was keeping its speed up, which was nice, but missed that one. So I might need to manually intervene because I want to go on the highway here and test how it does with the merge. As we get closer, I'll see if I can pick the alternate path, but it doesn't look like it's going to give me the highway as an option. Oh, there. Oh, there's some. Yeah, I don't want to get on that early. Pass this person normally, but let's see what FSD Supervised does here. I'm guessing it'll just follow them. So after the police station on the right, a third lane opens up on the right. It's also really leaving a big gap here and not accelerating. There it goes. Okay, so now after this opens up, we have another lane we can pull into, and we will need to pull into. So the car could accelerate and pass. Let's see what it does. Car's still doing a little under the speed limit with everyone around me going faster. Okay, now it's deciding to accelerate. So it needs to get into that right lane in 0.8 miles. And we've got a lot of fast moving traffic getting impatient with us in this middle lane here. We've got a couple of people right behind me. I've got a Jeep coming up the right, trying to pass, but with this Nissan in the way. So here's the Jeep. This is turning into a left turn lane, so now people will cut over. Okay, so we've got 0.4 miles, and the car's got to get over with another lane opening up we need to get into, which is right there. You can see cars getting into it. So there's the acceleration and right turn signal. It's got to go one more. There it goes. So it got itself out of a spot it was putting itself into there, when just a small change in his driving behavior could have prevented it. But I'm nitpicking, I know.
Sierra Highway.
Okay, now I want to watch this because I want to do that. That's what I want right there. Perfect. Okay, so an old bug here is it waits to the last second to get into the left lane for a left turn onto Highway 14. So that Jeep's catching up to me slowly on the left lane, and we're going to turn at 0.6. He's going to pass me. And then it's got a big gap before the next car, so it could move over now. It's waiting longer. Turns just at the bottom of that hill. This hill.
Turn left.
Should
take
move over.
California 14 South ran towards Los Angeles.
That still waits too long. There it is, 0.2 miles out.
Now turn left to take the California 14 South ramp.
Okay, let's see how it handles this left turn and then merge onto the highway. So it should just go right in behind. Nice. That's a beautiful transition there without having to stop. Okay, now let's see how this merge goes. Highway speed is 65. Okay, nice acceleration so far. And it's a relatively quick merge. There's no one in this lane, so it's not challenged today. Turn signal, excellent. Merging over. Okay. What's it going to decide here?
1,000 feet. Take exit 2 on the right onto
Perfect. It's just staying behind the slow-moving semi.
Now take exit 2.
Here's our exit. turn signal turned off
1,000
before we
feet,
took the exit.
turn right onto
So that turned
New
off a little
Hall
early. Got into the right lane. Oops, had to correct there. So we have a stop here and then a
Now turn
dedicated
right onto
lane.
New Hall Avenue.
But this traffic can cut into it because they need to for the right turn at the light. And I got a long line of cars behind me, so I don't want this to take too long. Okay, it's stopping a little far back. Okay, it should go. There we go. So it, not quite as efficient as it could be there, but not bad. So for those that have seen this test loop around Santa Clarita before, the next concern I usually have is how long it takes to get over to the far left lane before we get to the split where only the left lane goes straight and the other two lanes turn right. So I would, if I was manually driving, start transitioning over now. But I'm guessing this one's the FSD 12.4.2 is going to take a little longer. If it leaves it too long, it's going to miss this. There's a sign, through traffic, merge left. It's got a nice gap here to start moving over, but it's not doing it. Only got 2 more lights left. So there's the signs where if we don't move over, we're going to go right, and we want to be in that left lane going straight. The car is going to miss this. Oh, it's thinking about it now.
Enter the roundabout and take the
That's the line we want to be in on the left. It missed it. Completely missed the turn. So now we're forced right. So now we're missing our path. So now it's got to recalculate and get over. So I wanted to do the roundabout.
Now turn left.
It missed its next left. It's now stopping in the middle of the lane.
Turn left onto 6th Street.
There's no one behind me, so I'm letting this play out.
Now
Okay, so now it's
turn
figured out
left
its
onto 6th
alternate.
Street.
It's taking too long to think about this. Okay.
In 500 feet, turn right onto New Hall Avenue. Now turn right onto New Hall Avenue.
It's clear to the left. It's going to creep to take a peek. It should go. The cars are coming. No, it took too long. Had more than enough time, so that wasn't very efficient. Okay, I can go after this Toyota.
Onto Leon Avenue. Now turn left onto Leon Avenue.
So it's having some lane decision problems. Okay, I call that a safety intervention because it was going to hit that guy. Vehicle was bouncing back and forth between 2 lane options and going to hit a vehicle. little slow at this left. It's got to move over to the right in 0.4 miles. And the third lane's going to open up at the next light. Okay, so it's moving over now. Excuse me. So the lane opens here. It could move over right here. Usually it will, but this time it's not. This could get interesting because people move into that. We have a right at the next light, not this one. So it should move over. Put on the turn signal, come on.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Orchard Village Road.
Lucky this time there wasn't someone whipping up that right lane. Okay, into the right turn lane.
Now turn right onto Orchard Village Road.
Okay, we're going to have to come to a complete stop. Oh, it's going to run it. It ran it. Okay, technically running a red light there. Nice approach and a nice right turn. turn signal there, dude. Come on, accelerate. There you go.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Valencia Boulevard. Now turn right onto Valencia Boulevard.
So it could pull forward and look, but there is another car beside us, so it can't see. Okay, there it goes. Wasn't too bad, actually. It just was, while it was blocked, it wouldn't do anything, of course. Now, I'm glad it moved over one quickly. The biggest issue I see with this build right now is still a little speed hesitation, but I understand it's erring on the side of caution and being careful, and it's leaving lane changes way too late. So it could move over here, because we do have a left turn coming up, but it's going to stay in this lane again. And see how long it leaves it this time. It's kind of dragging itself here. It should accelerate. Again, it should move over. See, this is where it should move over. We've got a slow car in front of us, and we need to be in this left lane. So this is now turning into the left turn lane we need. and that just turns into 3 lanes. Luckily, there isn't a lot of traffic in the left, but now we're 0.2 miles. This is our light. There it goes. It's left at way too late. If this was busy, it would not have been able to get into the lane in
Turn left
time.
onto Bouquet Canyon Road. Now turn left onto Bouquet Canyon Road.
So it's finally speeding up after the guy behind me got frustrated and into the right lane. Now it's doing the speed I'd like to see after that guy tried to pass me on the right.
Plum Canyon Road. Now turn right onto Plum Canyon Road.
Okay, so it's got to come to a stop for this red light. So we've got an advanced green oncoming. And it shouldn't go because people do cut into the right lane here. After this van, it can go. There we go. Nice.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Via Joyce Drive.
Slowing a little early here.
Now turn left onto Via Joyce Drive.
Should just do a nice smooth entry into this left turn. Yep, there we go. So there is FSD Supervised 12.4.2 on our Santa Clarita test loop.